All right, it's time for another edition of the End of the Report with yours truly, the Algo Capitalist, aka the Vulcan, coming to you live from PulseWaveTrading.com, home of the world famous PulseWave price trigger reports. All right, we're going to make this quick because even though it looked like something happened today, a lot did not happen. All right, so first chart we want to look at here is gold. All right, so here is where we ended last week. And here is what we're doing so far this week. All right. So far, the market is staying within this established trading range from last week. All right. Gold did not rally today like it should have when the stock market pulled back. We had red on the screen for the US stock indices. We had red on the screen for gold and silver, and red on the screen for Bitcoin. The only two positives we had was the US dollar and the bonds. That was it. All right. So this situation is looking so far like it may be setting up for another leg down coming here shortly in the gold. Probably not this week, but more likely going into next week. Here's what you got to in the Ethereum. Ethereum was no stranger to this today. As you can see, the market came down even lower and it's setting itself up like the chart before it for another crash alert with major selling going into the next week if things do not change, ladies and gentlemen. Here's that euro yen. As you can see, again, markets moving lower, this time to the trend line support. And if this support does not hold, then we could be seeing the falling off of the cliff. We're getting deeper into the red zone on the euro yen, and that could be a nightmare scenario for the US stock indices. Here's nat gas, just taking a look at what energy is doing. All right, again, coming down, weakness all over the place. We even came into this week with the crash alert sell signal, and we're getting that downside production. Here's theta. If you're thinking altcoins are immune, no, they are not, ladies and gentlemen. It's looking like we're reversing course here in a lot of these markets, ladies and gentlemen. Crash alerts starting to pop up. All right, here's the XRP Ripple. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the spike. Look how far you've fallen. You've gone from the exact high all the way down here to the low points, ladies and gentlemen, creating a bullish pointer, but showing extreme weakness nonetheless. Nothing is exempt. All right. What about the tech sector? Here's Facebook. All right. Facebook pulling back as well. All right. The bulls are losing control here in a lot of these markets. The bullish complexion is being lost. Selling is coming in. People are selling into these rallies. Here's your bonds. All right. So you can see here TLT is closed on the low of the week as well. So it's looking like it may be about to roll over here too. Looks like all the markets are about to roll over. What about the banking sector? Well, let's take a look at Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo showing weakness as well. All things being equal, we're getting a crash alert sell signal for next week so far in Wells Fargo. You can't overlook these things, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the Nasdaq 100. All right, so the Nasdaq 100 is getting weaker too, but it did not crash and burn as much as the Dow did. I'm going to show you that in just a second, but weakness nonetheless. We came into this week with a crash alert sell signal. Now we're starting to see that incremental downside production that could cascade and get a little bit nightmarish if things don't change. Here's your crude oil. All right, crude oil getting lower too, coming down. I told you it's coming after the bearish pointer. We already coming to the week with selling pressure. I think trend line support at 60 is definitely going to be in the cards coming up on that. Here is your silver. All right, just like the gold, see the narrow range. And then here is the trading range of last week. Last week is going to be the trading range going forward. All right, even though you're showing a possible rally alert buy signal for next week, going into next week. So far, we're still in the inside of this bar here. So that's really not all that important. Here's your soybeans moving sideways, even as the dollar was strengthening. All right, so we're still near the high, the top of the range in the soybeans so far, but I do not believe that this will keep going. All right, just so you know. All right, next up we got the Dow. Here's the Dow futures right here. Okay, so here's where we ended up last week, and here's where we are so far this week. So far, we are starting to put in a crash alert sell signal. Now, this bar so far, you know, today's only Tuesday, but you see it's narrow. It's not really all that like, ooh, wow. So even though you saw the Dow down a couple hundred points, it was no big deal when you take a look at the past performance, right? Most recent performance. So trend line support so far is looking like it could be in the cards. 32,000 could be in the cards, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to frighten anybody, but that's over a 3,000 point drop from here. All right. I just want to warn you. We're setting up that scenario that could build and be the building blocks for a very powerful market downside for the fall. All right, just want to put that out there. All right, here is the Australian dollar. All right, more downside production today. More downside production. All right, like I told you, that new leg down is being formed as we speak in the Australian dollar. You can't make this stuff up, ladies and gentlemen. That's why you need the pulse waves, man. You gotta have them, because how else are you gonna know what's going on? Here's the Canadian dollar. All right. So the Canadian dollar is now up toward the higher end of the range, testing the overhead trend line resistance. All right. Because we had a spike into the overhead trend line resistance before crashing back down, creating a bullish pointer. I think between the overhead trend line resistance and the bottom of the Kumo cloud, that is going to be your resistance zone. If they can get enough momentum to keep this thing going, I think that is where you're going to fail out. And, you know, that gives you the possibility of seeing a 128 Canadian dollar. All right, at 128. So that's not bad. That's, you know, 170 points away. So it's a possibility that you got another 170 points to the upside or so in the Canadian dollar. There's something to watch, okay? And last but not least, here's what the US dollar is looking like, okay? We're in the Kumo cloud. We're above the trend line support. We're right here at the highs for the week, all right? But overhead, you still got a long way to go till you get to the top of this Kumo cloud. It's a very wide cloud, which means we can have very wide trading ranges and just sideways movement. You can say, oh, look, man, the dollar just really broke out today, and it's still in the Kumo cloud. Any work inside this Kumo cloud you cannot trust until the market has gotten out of the cloud, either top side or bottom. Any activity inside the cloud is all noise, even though it's a very wide piece of noise. So good for maybe some possible short-term intraday plays, things like that. But you need to follow the reports in order to make that happen. So you know what you're looking for, know what you're looking at. All right. All right. So let's see here what you got. You want to look at NSTG. All right. If it's in my database, then I can do it. If it's not, I don't have access to anything else just yet. So FYI there, just so you know. All right, so let me try to see what I got for you. All right, so NS, it's Northern String. NST. I have Northern Star. Yeah, I don't have that. Don't have access to that one right now. Sorry about that. ADA. Oh, you want to see Cardano? All right, let's take a look. I can pull up the ADA Cardano because it's in the list. So let's go ahead and pull that up for you. All right, this one here is ADA Cardano. All right, you can see here it started off the week doing well, but look where we are now. We pulled all the way back. It's fallen all the way down toward the low end for the week. All right, so far this one is looking like either it's going to break back down into this bar and we trade sideways moving forward, and this bar will be the established trading range, or it won't break the lows for the week, and this bar will be the range going forward. So right now you're at a crossroad. Either we're going to be this bar or this bar moving forward for quite some time. So just FYI there on that one. All right. Let's see. HNT. Let me see if I got that in here or not. Yeah, I'm offline right now with the repository, so sorry about that. Yep, HNT don't have TBIO. Don't have that one either. Let's see. NSTG. I do have NSTG. Yes, that's NanoString Technologies. I got you. All right. I don't know why I couldn't pull it up earlier. Maybe I was looking at it wrong. I don't know. My bad. Here's NSTG. All right. So this one, as you can see, it's been under the crash alert sell signal for 2 weeks. And now here we are with putting in a new leg down with more downside production this week. Bottom of the Kumo cloud is the target on this downward move, and that should put the stock around the $40 mark. All right. Okay, let's see, last one, SPRT. Let's see, I think that one might be in here. Let's see. I have SPR as in Sprint. So if you want Sprint, I have that. I have SPR. I'm sorry, it's not Sprint. It's Spirit Aero Systems. Is that what you're looking for? If so, I have it. I have that. I have SPR Spirit Aero Systems. Let me get that open for you. All right, that's what this one right here looks like, and you can see this one's moving down as well, and it's about to fall out of the cloud. This one is threatening to go sub $35 on this one. Yeah, I can add these to the report. It's not a problem. WBT and CXO. Let me see if I got those for you. WBT. Don't have that. Let's see if I got CXO. Nah, I don't have that either. I have to I'll have to add those for you guys, and then I'll be able to pull them up. Sorry about that. Let's see. Yeah, I've had to go offline to do these end of day reports, because if not, then I be having all types of issues, man. Be having all types of issues. All right, let me see something for you. Let me just make a note so I know which ones I'm adding. Just give me a second. Let's see. So you want, okay, HNT helium, HNT. All right, let me get my thing out so I can write all this down. That way I don't lose it. Okay, so HNT, and you said it's helium. Okay. All right, and then the other one you wanted was TBIO, SPRT. Let's see, WBT, CXO, and okay. All right, so those are the ones I will definitely add for you guys, no problem. All right, so y'all know what it is, man. Go ahead and smash those buttons, that like button. You know what to do. If you're not subscribed, you definitely want to go ahead and do that as well. And remember, bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back. And you know what this is. I'm out. Peace.